Right, let's get to Wembley then, where England will be taking on Switzerland tonight, live on Sky Sports. Our senior reporter Rob Dorset is there for us. Rob, good morning to you. Well, I guess it's good afternoon just. Gareth Southgate said there would be debuts this evening, and he stuck to his word, has he?
Yeah, he has. Well, unless things change last minute, big breaking news really. We expect the Crystal Palace defender Marc Guehi and the Southampton fullback Kyle Walker-Peters to make their debut for England tonight. It's expected that they will be in the starting 11 that Southgate names later on to play Switzerland. And I'm going to actually just ask our cameraman Aaron to pop along and have a look, because look who's here, nice and early. What are we? 5 and a bit hours before kickoff, but the Swiss team are here having a look around. Granit Xhaka amongst them, of course. And they will pose a stiff test for England tonight. The point is that England selected a European friendly against Switzerland for today, and then they've got African opposition, the Ivory Coast, here on Tuesday, deliberately with the World Cup draw in mind, because there's a good chance that England will get another European team in their World Cup draw when we hear about that on Friday. And the Swiss team there are a real threat to England today, you have to say. Of course, they've drawn with Italy, they've drawn with Spain, they knocked France out of the European Championships in this country last summer. So they come with a very good pedigree, unbeaten in qualifying as well. And they're having a little look around at the pitch for the first time today. So it's a real test for England and Gareth Southgate, and yet it will be something of a little bit of an experimental side that he puts out because of all of the absences he's got. And look, we expected Walker-Peters to probably play today as one of the only fit fullbacks in the squad, the only fit right back in the England squad right now, in the absence of Kyle Walker, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Reece James, of course. But when it comes to Marc Guehi, I think that's a little bit more of a surprise. Southgate did say that they'd all get some game time either today or on Tuesday against Ivory Coast, but to throw him in from the start is something of an experimental defence, you have to say. But he's impressed an awful lot of people in his performances for Crystal Palace this season. Only missed one of the 29 Premier League games that Palace have played, and Southgate's spoken of his ability and his on the ball and off the ball as well. And we've been hearing from Marc Guehi as well. Our colleague Pat Davison from Sky Sports has been speaking to Guehi alongside his Palace teammate Conor Gallagher. And we asked Guehi what it'd be like to make his debut, as it looks like he's going to do today. And also, Conor Gallagher was asked about the competitive nature and just how competitive it is for every single position inside that England squad right now. Have a listen.
The standard and the quality of players in the squad is so high. They've been outstanding the last few years, and it's a tough squad to get into. But yeah, you got to come in and hit the ground running. We're lucky enough to be in this situation where Gareth has given us the chance to show that we can show what we can do, and has trust in us. So yeah, you need to keep performing for your club and do well for your country, of course, and yeah, hopefully just stay in the squad for as long as you can.
It'll be a fantastic feeling. It's not something I've thought about too much. I like to very much so live in the moment, and you know, if it comes to that, then I'll be very focused, and you know, just important that I perform for the team. But yeah, like I said, it'll be a great moment for me, my family, and everyone involved.
What would it be like though to be out there together?
Yeah, it'll be amazing. Me and Mark shared a lot of memories already so far. But yeah, I think when it comes to on the football pitch, we're very focused and serious on the job. So yeah, I think it'll be great, and we'll have a nice moment after the game. But when we're in the game, it's focused and your head's on it.
So that was Conor Gallagher and Marc Guehi talking to Pat Davison ahead of the live coverage, which is on Sky Sports, of course, today. Kick-off 5:30. And it'll be interesting to see what the rest of the team is that Gareth Southgate puts out, because, of course, Tyrick Mitchell is the other first-time call-up in this squad. And the Palace left-back, I think, will it get a debut at some point? But whether he starts tonight, I think, is a little bit doubtful. I don't think Southgate would put 3 debutants in there right from the start in the defensive positions. We know that Jordan Henderson is likely to play and start the game in midfield for England, but who alongside him? Would it be Jude Bellingham? Will it be James Ward-Prowse? Up front, almost certain to be Harry Kane. But whether Ollie Watkins gets some game time could be really, really interesting as he tried to stake a claim for that understudy role to Harry Kane with the World Cup in mind. In the absence of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Patrick Bamford, he's got a chance. And Tammy Abraham, of course, who's been playing so well for Roma right now, all three injured. So what can Ollie Watkins prove tonight? But we don't want to say too much more because the Swiss coach is literally just over my shoulder. But that is the new man, Marc Yakin. He only took over the job about a year ago, and he's really had a turnaround in form. He's been really impressive. As I say, the Swiss unbeaten in qualifying for the World Cup. They will be in the World Cup draw alongside England. England will be seeded, these guys won't. But it's a real test for England this afternoon, you have to say. And you just wonder what's going through Marc Yakin's mind right now as he stands not 10 feet away from me, plotting England's downfall later on. You'll see it all on Sky Sports at 5:30 this evening.
Brilliant stuff, Rob. Well, you can just run along now and get that interview with him, can't you? Because he's just stood right next to you. Look forward to that. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, so as Rob was saying, the Switzerland players were just there to his left just a few moments ago, and they secured automatic qualification for the World Cup after pipping Italy to top spot in their group. Now, former Arsenal and Switzerland defender Johan Giroud has pinpointed some of the key players England will need to watch out for tonight.
Today you have a lot. You should look out for Okafor, who's a young striker who plays for Red Bull Salzburg. Vargas, who plays in Augsburg. Those two players are very, very talented. They have speed on their feet, technical, strong. And then you have the Embolo as well, who are always there. But those players have been, have been lifted with what happened at the last Euro. The progress of this side has been amazing. There's been a switch of coach. I mean, they've been doing some great in the last Euro, you know, when they beat France in the knockout stages. And since then, it's just been progress and progress. The new coach came in with the same confidence that they had from the Euro. They are just going on, marching on.